There's a reason you deleted that post, a reason you didn't speak up in that meeting. And it has nothing to do with who you are. It has everything to do with a machine that was built, piece by piece, to make your silence feel like your own idea. Start with something simple. You're at work. You notice your manager falsifying safety reports. You know people could get hurt. You want to speak up. But here's what's waiting for you. Retaliation that's technically illegal but practically invisible. A sudden poor performance review. Being moved off key projects. A whispered reputation as someone who's not a team player. In the United States alone, over 60% of whistleblowers report career retaliation within 12 months, despite legal protections that supposedly exist to shield them. The laws are on the books, but enforcement is a ghost. And this isn't an accident, it's a feature. Organizations don't need to threaten you directly. They just need to make one example, one person who spoke up and lost everything, and the entire workforce self-silences. That's the efficiency of engineered cowardice. One punishment, 1,000 lessons learned. But here's what most people get wrong. They think this is just a corporate problem. It's not. It's a blueprint that scales to every level of society. Now let's go bigger. Authoritarian governments have perfected this architecture into a science. China's social credit system doesn't need to imprison every dissident. It just needs to make buying a train ticket, renting an apartment, or enrolling your child in school contingent on your compliance score. Russia doesn't need to silence every journalist. It just needs to poison one. Alexander Litvinenko in 2006, a cup of polonium tea in London. And every other reporter recalculates the cost of their next story. The genius of these systems is that they outsource the enforcement to you. You become your own jailer. You censor yourself before anyone has to censor you. And the dictator sleeps soundly because the infrastructure of fear runs on autopilot. Think about that for a second. The most effective form of control isn't the one that punishes courage. It's the one that makes courage feel irrational. Now let's talk about the system you carry in your pocket. Social media was supposed to democratize speech. Instead, it built the most sophisticated public punishment apparatus in human history. One poorly worded tweet, one opinion that aged badly, one moment of genuine dissent from the consensus, and the pile-on begins. Within hours, you can lose your job, your friends, your reputation. A 2022 Pew Research study found that 62% of Americans say the political climate prevents them from sharing their real opinions. Not in China, not in Russia, in the United States. The architecture is different, but the result is identical. Silence through cost escalation. Platforms profit from outrage because outrage drives engagement. So the algorithm promotes the pile-on, amplifies the mob, and rewards the most vicious takedowns with likes and shares. You're not facing a person. You're facing a machine that turns your vulnerability into someone else's content. And here's the darkest part of this whole design. These three systems, corporate retaliation, authoritarian control, and digital mob justice, they're converging. Your employer monitors your social media. Your government partners with platforms to flag dissent. Your online reputation becomes your economic credit score. The walls are closing in from every direction, and the exit marked courage has a price tag most people literally cannot afford. So what do we do with this information? First, we stop shaming individuals for rational self-preservation. Calling someone a coward for not risking their livelihood, their family's stability, their physical safety, that's not moral clarity, that's ignorance of the battlefield. Second, we redirect that energy toward the systems themselves. The question isn't, why aren't people braver? The question is, who profits from making bravery so expensive? And third, and this is crucial, we build counter-infrastructure, anonymous reporting channels that actually work, legal defense funds for whistleblowers, decentralized communication tools that can't be shut down by a single authority. Courage shouldn't require martyrdom. If it does, that's a design problem, not a character flaw. If this reframed how you think about courage and cowardice, the next video breaks down the exact playbook dissenters have used to beat these systems. From corporate whistleblowers who won, to underground networks that toppled regimes. You'll want to see that one.